Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And guys, brothers and sisters, today I know you're going to love this one because it turns out that the gun group, Giffords.org, is losing their captain, their CEO, the director, the leader of Giffords.org is out the door. And while he's out the door, I can't wait to show you the quiet things that he said out loud. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think about this one because this is a big deal. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. We are distributing freedom twice daily, and we would love to have you along for the ride. All right, my brothers and sisters, this time right now is insane. We've got rulings coming out, we've got news breaking, we've got speakers going away, new speakers coming. We are going to be fast and furious, so make sure you got that subscribe button on because there is stuff that you need to know for our gun rights. And this, for example, is one right here. Leader of gun safety group Giffords to step down. Bummer. This particular guy, I don't love his approach on things. I've actually done a lot of articles with him, Peter Ambler. Peter Ambler, who has helmed Giffords for 10 years, will leave around the end of the year. Well, like I said, I'm not really upset because he tends to go towards the extremely melodramatic and manipulative. But let me show you what he actually said in an open interview. Now that he's out the door, or at least announced out the door, he showed you exactly what the gun controllers are about, particularly at Giffords.org. Check it. Peter Ambler, the longtime executive director of the gun violence prevention group Giffords, is stepping down after 10 years with the organization. This came out this morning amongst all the speaker chaos, which we're also covering, by the way. Quote, here we go. But even with Biden, progress has been incremental, talking about gun control. The Office of Gun Violence Prevention is a good example. Here's his words. It's been incremental by necessity. Incremental by necessity. We'll come back to that. We partner with many people in the movement outside and in the world on a comprehensive plan for what the president can do. And he hasn't done, like, literally everything, right? But I know he's considered literally everything and done the vast majority of it. Not a week goes by where we're not talking in some way, shape, or form with the administration about what you can do to move the ball forward. We're in a challenging political and legal landscape as well. Like any president, there's a limit to the executive authority. Well, you guys are putting that to the test. But I want to hit on two things. First, the incremental by necessity, and second, how frequently they're in communication with the administration. Okay? This is from the guy who runs Giffords.org. If he's genuinely saying that they're talking every single week with the Biden administration at Giffords.org, a gun control group whose main outcomes are infringing upon the Second Amendment, at what point does this become incestuous? Who's running the gun policy? Because we know it's not Biden. Well, you kind of just got your answer. If they're talking every single week about the limits of executive authority and all the different ideas and every single thing that they can do, most of which they've done, you now have an answer to who's pulling the levers behind the machine. And now let's go to the incremental by necessity piece. Incremental by necessity is also known as death by 1,000 cuts. It's also known as boiling the frog until it dies. Slowly turn the temperature up until you achieve your means. What he just said is the quiet part out loud. We've got to incrementally go step by step by step because we can't just thrust our Second Amendment infringements and gun control on the American population. We would lose credibility and we would lose support. However, if we do it incrementally by necessity, we'll achieve our goals because after all, we talk with the administration every single week on that incremental approach. After all, it's a necessity. Understand what he just said. Everything that we've been talking about, from the incrementalism to the step-by-step process to the end result, the ends justify the means. All the things that we've been saying they've been doing, he just admitted to. Now, let's go to the next one because this is kind of more of the very similar vein. Check this out. I describe our approach as a sort of radical incrementalism, and that's inspired in a lot of ways by Gabby Giffords, whose incremental recovery from being shot was by necessity. You see how it's all tied together in a nice little cute little package? Well, it's by necessity that she had incremental recovery. So therefore, we're going to take the exact same method and apply it against the Second Amendment because incrementally, by necessity, we can do this because we talk with them every single week. And in fact, I would describe our approach as a sort of radical incrementalism. Radical. These are the people who tell you they want gun safety above all else. They have guns, but they respect the Second Amendment, but these guys just showed you exactly who they are by the leader who's on the way out. He's been doing this for 10 years. I can tell you that just from the conversations that we've had, you and I together, on the focus of his work and his releases. They just showed you exactly what they are and who they are. If you had any questions about, was it truly about gun safety, or was it really about a incrementalism, a radical incrementalism by necessity, and pulling the levers behind the Wizard of Oz at the White House, because we know that that's kind of an empty suit, they just said it out loud. If you have any questions or you disagree, please let me know in the comments field below. But that's pretty damning in my opinion. And that's what I've got for you guys. Make sure you stay tuned. We are doing so much content because so many things are going on, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think in the comments field, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.